In every hotel, there's one room that isn't on the map. No listing, no number on the door. Yet, sometimes, it answers when you knock. A man checked into a quiet roadside hotel. When the clerk handed him the key, it said room 404. The manager froze for a moment, then forced a smile. "That room hasn't been used in years," he muttered, his voice barely a whisper. The traveler, tired from a long drive, just shrugged and took the key, oblivious to the dread that had just filled the lobby. He walked down the long, dimly lit corridor, the floral wallpaper seeming to warp and twist in the faint light. The air grew colder with each step. He finally stopped in front of a plain, unmarked door at the very end of the hall. This had to be it. He slid the key into the lock. It turned with a heavy, grinding sound that echoed through the silent hallway. He pushed the door open, and a wave of stale, cold air washed over him. Inside, everything felt wrong. The furniture was draped in dusty white sheets, like ghosts waiting for a guest who would never arrive. A single lamp flickered erratically, casting long, dancing shadows on the walls. The air was heavy, thick with the scent of decay and something else. Something metallic. He noticed the clock on the wall. Its hands were ticking backward. Unsettled, but determined to rest, he dropped his bag on the floor. He turned to lock the door, but his heart stopped. The door was gone. In its place was just a solid wall, covered in the same faded floral wallpaper as the hallway. Panic began to set in. This wasn't right. This couldn't be real. He scrambled for his phone, but there was no signal. His eyes darted around the room, landing on an old rotary phone sitting on a nightstand. He lunged for it, his hands trembling as he lifted the receiver. The line connected, but no one spoke. Just breathing. A slow, raspy inhale and exhale on the other end. Then, a faint voice, a woman's whisper, slithered through the earpiece. "You shouldn't have come." He slammed the phone down, his breath catching in his throat. He ran to the window, tearing back the heavy curtains, hoping to see the parking lot, the road, anything. But outside, there was nothing. Just an endless, silent, pitch-black void. The world he knew had vanished, leaving him trapped in this forgotten space between realities. The phone began to ring again, its shrill cry cutting through the suffocating silence. He didn't answer. A new voice, a man's this time, whispered from right behind him, "We've been waiting for you." He spun around, finding himself face to face with a large, ornate mirror hanging on the wall. His own reflection stared back, pale and terrified. But as he watched, a dark, shadowy figure slowly materialized behind him in the reflection. It had no face, just a void where features should be. It raised a long, thin hand and placed it on his reflected shoulder. He felt an icy chill spread through his body. And then he screamed. The next morning, the hotel staff found room 404 empty. The key was back on the front counter, wiped clean. The manager insisted the room had never been occupied, that it didn't even exist. But every night since, the front desk gets a call from that room. A call that can't be traced, from a phone that isn't connected. Tomorrow's story unlocks another mystery. Keep your door locked tonight. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy exploring the unknown, make sure to follow for more.